to get into a more spiritual zone because I love watching Gaia for that. And I go on YouTube, and sometimes on my feed, there's near-death experiences.
Yeah.
So people talk about their near-death experiences on podcasts, and man, I love it. I listened to like 2 last night. I listened to 2 this morning when I went for a walk. And what they explain when they die.
Before you finish, I love watching that too. And I've watched hundreds of hours of people talking about their experience when they died or just about died.
Yeah.
So go on.
And they're not all the same.
No.
But they're not all so different either.
There's a pattern.
Yeah, and they go to this place where they just feel there's no stress not because they're not stressed, it's because there is no stress. There's no need to stress because everything is beautiful and like love is radiating, and they can see flowers like vibrating with colors that we've never seen here on Earth.
So with that, what I've gathered from those is, yes, it is that beautiful, magical place. There's no stress. You're not worried about the people you left behind. You're excited about the new faces. You might see your dog from 30 years ago. Who knows? But I think from what I've gathered is that is all done by design to make sure that your transition from your physical to your spiritual soul doesn't stress. So it makes the transition easier. So it gives you the illusion of this magical, beautiful place without stress or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so saying that like the death process is peaceful.
Exactly.
So that it's not horrible when you go into the astral realm or wherever you're going.
Yeah. However, like, what was it? When our dad died, shout out Georgie, he was a good dude. In 2012, apparently he didn't accept that he was dead. So he was hanging out in limbo.
Where did we hear that?
It was either from our friend Nicole. Shout out Nicole. Because I know Nicole went to see a medium and our dad came out and spoke to her. And
forgot about that.
Yeah, but something like that, or mom was hearing some sounds in the house.
She even got like touched on
for a few months or something, and
touched by an angel.
Going by research and talking to these medium type people, apparently when the soul doesn't accept the death, he like stays in this limbo and lingers. And it was only for about 6 to 8 months after he died. After that, it was peace and chill.
Really?
But something like that, I don't know. I don't even know how we even started talking about that.
No, we're talking about near-death experiences.
Near-death experience and stuff like that.
So apparently he was not accepting it.
I believe so.
Oh man, so he was truly in limbo.
I think so.
But what I like going back to it is oftentimes they meet some guy who's God or whatever, and more often times than not, the guy's like, I'm not God. But it's almost the feeling.
It's like the heaven janitor just cleaning
like you know when I'm petting my cat Pisty and I'm like, oh, you're so sweet, I love you, you're so nice. And Pisty might be upset that maybe she's embarrassed by something. Maybe she tried to jump on the car and she fell off, and she's feeling like this little stress. But I see that, or she goes outside in the backyard and she hears a car start and she runs back in the house and she's all embarrassed and she has all these feelings, right? When I look at the cat, I don't judge her for feeling scared or jumping into the fridge to pull some chicken out. I'm like, this is just a great cat.
Yeah.
She's a kitty cat who's healthy, who does kitty cat things, and she's scared by kitty cat things. And apparently, like, that's what the voice or the healing aura of God or whatever it is always feels like to the person. So we have all these stresses. Oh, I need to make some more money, or I need to do this, or blah, blah, blah. I have all these terrible memories and I'm stressed about the future. And we are like the cat, and there's a presence above us that's like, oh, no, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You're just chasing your fucking tail, my guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's like, it's like you're in like an Apple store almost, and it's like so clean. And they're running you through your life, and you watch your life, and you see all the bad things you did and how it affected those people.
Yeah.
And all the good things you did and how it affected those people. And then usually the people are saying near-death experiences, they came back and they're like, you're not ready. You need to go back. There's stuff you need to do.
Last thing before because I think we're dwelling on this a little, but I love it.
I love it.
I know, me too, but I've heard of some near-death experiences where the person who dies, they're so in such a euphoric state when they have passed on, that when they're in that kind of limbo transition area, they're seeing all these amazing things. They feel a sense of some love that they've never felt in their life, stronger than anything they could feel on earth, and they love it. But then they wake up. They're in that hospital or they're whatever.
And in a body cast.
And they become absolutely depressed as human beings, and all they want to do is go back and feel what they felt, because there's no drug, there's no nothing like it.
They just want to go home.
And I found that so cool, but really the only way we'll ever know is if we die. So
yeah, but more often than not, they go through that depression time, but then they realize, like they come to terms with it. They don't stay depressed.
no, but it's just initially. But
no one ever wants to come back.
No, because they felt something. And they're like, and I think watching those videos made me feel more at ease about death, because that was something I always feared. Thinking about it, like, oh shit, like one day I'm just what the void. What is it, right? Whereas now I'm just like, I don't know. Honestly, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
death only sucks for the people who love you. It doesn't suck for you.
Yeah, it sucks for the people.
Like if I die today or tomorrow, nothing changes for me.
Yeah, but I'll be really depressed.
You'll be depressed. Mom will be suicidal.
Yeah.
And Lando
will have a new dad.
Yeah, you'd be his dad.
Yeah, for sure.
He loves his uncle.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And another thing with the near-death stuff is they often go in and they say, I can't believe I forgot what my purpose was. So they go there and then they get this clarity about what they're supposed to do here. They're supposed to be here and they're supposed to be as authentic as possible.
Yeah, they have a new mission.
Like we live in fear. We self-censor ourselves about things we want to say. We don't want to offend this. We don't want to say this or that. But I think if you live the most authentically possible, it leads you to the most experiences possible, which leads you to the most growth.
Yeah.
And so authenticity, and I also view it as like this is the game. This is GoldenEye we're playing, or Vice City. And our real life is out there. But this is the game we're playing for this current time.
I do believe, I've always said, like, I treat life like a video game. I don't know why, but...
And if you treat it like a video game, it means you can play it.
You're the main character. Everyone else is secondary. And you have missions. And if you fail your mission, okay, you restart. Right? You can restart so many times. Just don't die, but, you know.
Yeah, but even then, you probably restart.
Exactly.
At some point,
no matter
we
what.
don't know what time and space are. We don't know anything.
Like, no matter what, you can fail once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. You can always restart. And that's why I say life is like a video game, because whether you're alive or even if you die, like you said, you die, boom, you come back usually and you restart in a whole different...
Yeah, or if you go bankrupt and you start from... You didn't like lose all of your memory.
You didn't lose your memories. You didn't lose your family. You didn't lose it. You lost your money and you lost the ability to borrow. Great, fine, whatever. At the end of the day, the people who I've spoken to, most of them are all rich now, but they've all gone bankrupt in some way, shape, or form in their lives. And they said the time where they felt the most at ease in their life is when they went... Not leading up to the bankruptcy was the most stressed, but the most unstressed was when they actually went bankrupt, because they had nothing else to worry about and they can just literally focus on their mission now.
Yeah.
So who knows? Everyone has different motivators.